Hi, my name is Dr. Marc Milstein, and I specialize in taking the latest science research and make it usable and understandable so we can improve our day-to-day lives. And I want to give you a quick tip on how to boost happiness and resilience and lessen anxiety. And this comes from some very interesting research on the brain science of compassion. And you might feel the urge to respond like this, and I understand, but wait, because there's some real brain science here. And I want to tell you first about the Chicago Cubs, because it turns out the Chicago Cubs went 108 years without winning the World Series. And they started doing this compassion practice. It's about a 15-minute practice, and we'll go through it in a minute. But I want to tell you that after they started doing this, the next year, they won the World Series. And I'm not saying that's the only reason they won the World Series, but the US military also does this 15-minute compassion training, and they found that when their soldiers do this, they lower their stress levels, they're more resilient. This training is also being used in hospitals for doctors and nurses, and also for patients undergoing very stress-inducing treatments. There's also some interesting data that these practices can actually fundamentally change how the brain responds to stress and make it less anxious. So here's how this compassion practice works. It takes about 15 minutes, and it's divided up into 3 5-minute segments. If you were going to try it, this is how it works. For the first 5 minutes, you would imagine somebody, a person, or a pet that you love, and you would just sit with that feeling for about 5 minutes. Cultivate that feeling of love for your brain. In the second 5 minutes, you would take that feeling of love that you've cultivated, and you would apply it to yourself. Give yourself that feeling for about 5 more minutes. In the last phase, you would take that feeling of love that you've cultivated and you would imagine sending it out to somebody that you're not happy with, somebody that you're angry or frustrated with. You might have every reason to be upset with them, but you would send them this feeling of love that you've cultivated for about 5 minutes. Those are the 3 steps, and interestingly, by putting our brain through these 3 steps, it's been shown to boost happiness and resilience and lessen stress and anxiety. Another study looked at the effectiveness of each of these 3 steps, and they found that most people felt uncomfortable with the second step, applying those feelings of love to themselves. But they found in the study that if people skipped that step, the entire practice wasn't as effective. Something to think about. Hope you enjoyed this tip. Wishing you good health. Thanks for watching.